Light on your iPad?
No, it's not. It's not.
Don't change that.
I know, right?
So what was yesterday like? It just going through everything.
Wow. No, I haven't had. I don't think I've slept more than 3 or 4 hours in the last week. It's been a wild 2 weeks. It just seems like yesterday we're standing on the sidelines of the Arizona game, and then wow, look where we're at today, right? So that happens. It's been crazy. I had opportunities to take an offensive coordinator job at a couple places, and I was looking very hard into that until I got that phone call from Herm Edwards on I don't even know what day it is right now, but the night before Billy took the job, and there went my sleep for that night too, So, and then I woke up in the morning and I sent a text to Coach Napier. I said, hey, did you get any sleep last night? Because it was a grueling decision for him too. He did not want to leave here. It was very, very tough, but it was an opportunity that he couldn't pass up. And I saw this as the same way. It was an opportunity that I couldn't pass up.
How important is just the continuity of all this?
Yeah, that's everything, and I think that's one of the reasons I'm talking to you right now is to try to be an agent of stability, keep these kids from just kind of going awry. It was a tough morning for them yesterday, and I think it was great news. I hope it was to them that I was staying, and because it's been tough for them. There's a lot of change going on.
Every coordinator likes to kind of put his own touch on things.
Sure.
Do you expect, I know it's probably too early to ask this question, but will we see the same things next year, or will we see a lot of different things?
You'll see, a stamp of, of what I want to do on it, but it's not going to be, that wouldn't be what we're trying to do here. If I came in and changed the offense and started doing something different, they might as well, went out and got another guy, right? So, no, we're going to try to keep as much together as we possibly can, but obviously, I have a few thoughts that I'd like to do.
So you have an extensive air raid background, so yes. Does that start to some elements of that start to get incorporated?
There's concepts. There's really only a couple teams that actually even do the true air raid anymore. Texas Tech and Washington State. I don't even know if anybody else actually does it. But no, over the years I've learned concepts, that I would, you take from an offense and maybe want to put in, but it's not going to be the air raid.
What's Herm said to you about his idea of what his offense would look like from his perspective?
Yeah, he just expressed to me that he wants to be able to run the football. And I think all good defensive coaches, they'll all say the same thing, the ability to run the football. And play action pass, very similar to what we've been doing.
The fact that you have 9 returning starters, how much of that played into your decision?
A lot. There's no question. It was one of the reasons I took the job. Obviously, it's a great opportunity, but if you could have seen the kids, face, in the morning the other day. Man, we love these kids. I know we get paid good money and all of that stuff, but I got in this business. I was making $5,000 a year for 6 years. I didn't get in this business to make money, man. In my first full-time job, I was making $40,000 a year, and I thought I was the richest man in the world. I got in this business because my high school football coach changed my life, and I would not be standing here talking to you if it wasn't for him. And so I got in this business for kids, to love them, to be an agent of change. And so that was one of the biggest things that factored in, was all those kids were coming back, and I just can't even imagine them having a whole nother offensive staff coming in, changing everything. I couldn't imagine that.
Did anything stand out about what the players had to say to you when they found out that you had the job?
They were excited. Yeah, I got a lot of hugs and handshakes and a ton of text messages last night. It was really nice.
You said you'd had some other possibilities out there. Were you close? Were any of them really intriguing to make you really consider?
Yes, they were. Yes, it was. That's why I couldn't sleep, because I was thinking Billy was going to stay here, but I had an opportunity and some offensive coordinator jobs, and it was close. I'll just say it was close.
Like hours, day?
Days.
Yeah.
So you were kind of a little far down the line then with those conversations.
With conversations, yes, I was. Uh-huh.
Now, will you be involved in the play calling on the bowl game yet, or is that still?
We're still talking about it, how that's all going to work out. Billy was. I can't even imagine what he's going through right now. So he just, last time I saw him, I was like, "Are you coming back for the bowl game and all that stuff?" And he was just looking at me like, "Man, I got so much going on right now. I can't answer that question." So we'll find out here in the next couple of days.
How long do you think it'll take to round out the rest of the offensive staff now?
I think it's very important. One of the things that I've learned my 27 years is you don't just start hiring dudes, pop, 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 pop. That's how you make mistakes. And you got to be slow to hire, and it's got to be a great fit. That's the big thing. I mean, you've seen. I'm a big baseball fan, so I like to use baseball references a lot. You'll get to know that about me, but. I mean, you see these teams, and you can put all these all-star guys together and put them all together, and a lot of times that doesn't work. It's got to be a team effort, no egos. You got to be able to work together and all of that stuff. So it takes time to go through that process with people and their wives and their kids and all of that stuff. It's gonna take a little while, but obviously recruiting, you gotta get them in quick too. So it's tough, but we're working on it.
One of the things that when you watch on the football field is the thing that comes to mind first is your passion, your enthusiasm, your energy. Where does that come from?
That's a great question, man. That's a great question. I'm kind of a weird person. When I wake up in the morning, okay, you guys are going to think I'm a weirdo. I see a clock on my ceiling, all right? And I know that we don't live forever, and I do not want to take one day for granted in my life. And I wear this, people ask me about this, it says Team Cole on here. Our academic counselor at Kansas last year had a son who was my age, and he got cancer and died within a year. And I would go after practice and after games and sit with him and the family. You don't ever want to see that, man. And I'll never, ever, ever take another day for granted when you see that.
How old was he?
He was 7 years old.
Did you get to know him pretty well?
I did it through the end there, as well as you could in those situations.
Did that change your life in a material way? Or?
It changed the way that I look at things. I look at things, and what I consider hard is a joke. It's not hard compared to something like that, and so it kind of puts things into perspective. And you wake up every day, and you only have so many of them. You get on the other side of that day, you're not getting that thing back. And I kind of look at my days as you look at boxes in a calendar. I mean, there you are. I'm in that box. When I wake up in the morning, my head comes off that pillow. I got until my head gets down on that pillow again, and that's it. If I think about before, doesn't help me. If I think about it over here on the other side of it, doesn't help me. All I think about is inside that box that day, and let's get after it. Let's get the most, squeeze as much life out of that day as you possibly can.
Sounds exhausting.
It is.